All right. Am I live? Am I live? And I am live. All right, Andy, come on in here if you can hear me. Let's see here. Oh, let's see if we can do that. I don't see Andy. Test 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Let's see how behind I am on the sound here. Test 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. How behind I am on sound here.
Oh, you're already streaming.
Yeah, I just started streaming just in case it had the same problem again, but so far so good, I think. I put it on my other computer.
All right. If it starts freezing after I put the link up, let's see.
What link up?
After I like have it on my screen.
Streaming. With troubleshooting. We we
Mhm.
we started to doing the man thing.
Yeah.
I
All
mean,
right.
it wouldn't make sense to be like that though,
Mhm.
because that means if there's more people watching, it starts.
Yeah.
Or actually, it might be because you're logged into the same account. Maybe
Yeah.
it might be like trying to what do you call it?
Mhm.
Oh, actually, I'm watching from different account, so
Well, let's
maybe
see how it goes.
yeah. Okay.
All right.
Excuse
Technical
me. All right.
difficulties, everyone.
Well, shit happens. Be like that. All right. So, yeah, it was a interesting conversation with the team. It was and not the team with the guests. That was cool. Um, yeah, no, I think that's what this is all it's all
Mhm.
about, right?
Yeah, I think it'll be fun to have even some of them on just doing these weekly things, see how they want to.
Yeah, I think so. I think it'll be interesting to have people on for sure.
Hmm.
Um, and especially as you know, I literally do not know what my schedule is going to be like. I think it'll be good to just
Yeah,
keep
we
this
might
going
we
and
might need to change up the schedule.
do virtual and we'll
Mm.
see. I mean, I think my schedule is going to be so random. So, um, all right. So, any um any specific topics you want to talk about?
Uh, I mean, we kind of touched on it last week
Mm-hmm.
or during Saturday, but that article saying that it's
Mm-hmm.
embarrassing to have a boyfriend.
Yeah. It was
Have you?
last week, I think.
Yeah, have you heard about that?
Um, I think we talked about it last week, or maybe it was during the
No, it's during
in
the
person. In
Saturday.
person. Yeah. Um, I mean, the first time I heard about it was on our um podcast.
Hmm. But
Yeah.
it's an interesting take. Pretty much, I think the author is stating it's a rage bait title.
Yeah.
I think the title is all like apparently it's embarrassing and a boyfriend now. But I
Yeah.
think now, but if you read the article, it's actually more about how women nowadays are not posting about their boyfriends online. And if they do, it's like a very subtle. like a subtle hint that they're in a relationship.
Yeah, they're doing less.
Mm. Yeah.
Um, because it used to be, I think it used to be like it's usually like the girlfriends are like, "Oh, why don't you post about me?" Blah blah blah, right?
Yeah. Well, no, it's more about like I think women are finding less, how do I put this? I guess less meaning in being in a relationship. And when I say that, I mean it used to be, I think, women define themselves by their relationships, right? By being in a relationship, but now not so much anymore, which is, I think, fine. I think that's actually a healthy
Yeah.
outlook.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about that. I mean, it might be a little bit as the society as a whole, maybe like people used to be like, oh, that's like a big thing, right? But I think in general, yeah, but both for both men and women nowadays, I think
Mhm.
like it's less important because I mean, it's like the number one thing you're focusing on just fucking making sure you got food to eat, got a place to stay, and shit's getting expensive, at least specifically in the US, you know. So yeah, that I can see, but I agree though, it is. It's always healthier to define yourself more than just your job, your
Right.
relationship. You know what I mean?
Mhm. You
It
know
should
how
be
you
a,
can tell if someone defines themselves in a relationship, defines themselves by their relationship, if there's a type of guy that or girl that disappears once they're in a relationship. You know what I mean?
mm,
Like if they get in a relationship and then you suddenly stop hearing from them.
mm. I can see that, but I don't know if that's necessarily like because they define, you know what I mean?
No, of course. That's how, I mean, why else would they stop talking to all their friends when they have a significant other? They define themselves by being in that relationship, by paying attention, but nothing to no one except their significant other.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. So you mean like the person just I don't know if that's the right word to say though, right? Define
No,
themselves
but
by the
no, but
relationship.
I think that's a high correlation
Prioritizing that over everything else,
because that's what
right?
defines them. They want to strengthen that over anything else.
I see where you're getting. I'm just trying to think of if there's a better word to say that. But it's I mean it's pretty normal though, right? Like it's pretty
Mm,
normal that
I
once you
think all
start,
healthy
okay,
people, not like, yeah, maybe hang out less, but
yeah, hang out less for sure.
to
Not like completely.
completely disappear, there's plenty of instances where that happens. Like, think about just yourself.
Yeah.
Do you have a friend that you used to have that just kind of vanished once they got in a relationship?
Hmm, maybe.
I have several of them.
Yeah. Now the question is that person also defining himself, or is it their significant other
I mean,
that's
either way, they're just making it that way then.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
I
it
kind of have, I don't know, my hot take is I have very little respect for people like that that just kind of
yeah.
vanish off the planet of the earth. And then guess what happens? They break up. It's like, hey guys, I'm
They
back.
come
They're
back.
like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Well, no, that I agree, right? Like if it's like you only show up like
Mhm.
when you need something from your friends. Yeah, that I agree. But I think it's normal that well again, like there's only finite amount of time, right? And if you're splitting it up, you know, amongst everything,
Sure,
like
splitting it
it's
up.
only natural. But if you just completely disappear, yeah, then you know that's not cool. Yeah. And it's definitely not cool if like let's say for example as a guy, right? If my wife is like no more hanging out with the boys,
Mhm.
she would not be my
Well,
wife.
yeah, there better be a good reason, like, oh, he got arrested for a DUI, or you know. But if it's just, oh, I don't want you to be hanging with your friends. I want you to spend more
Yeah.
time
It
with
would be a
me.
good
Then
reason if it's like, oh, your friend has got a little Epstein vibes, you know, that yeah, don't hang out with him, you
yeah.
know.
But if it's
Like,
just no, it's less less attention to me means, I mean, the more you pay attention to me, them means less attention to me or something, right? It's like,
yeah. Like you don't love me anymore because you love your friends
mhm.
more. Yeah. I mean, once in a while once in a while that pops up though. You know.
Yeah,
I
and
feel like I've yeah.
there's been a couple of instances where. friends disappeared like that, and then they broke
Mm,
up, and they come back into the fold. I'm like, I'm like, I straight up said, hey man, like, I don't, I don't think
yeah,
it's kind of cool for you to do that, and you
yeah,
know,
yeah. Um, yeah, as well for me, okay. If any guy friends just disappear off the earth with no explanation whatsoever, then yeah, that's definitely not cool,
no,
you
the
know?
explanation is they have a girlfriend, and then
Well, yeah,
suddenly,
yeah, I know, like, but they're not, you know what I mean? Like, they're not even just like, yo, man, like, my girl's asking a lot of time, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, something, you know? But yeah, I mean, it shouldn't be like that. And any healthy relationship should have, like, I tell my wife to please go hang out with your friends.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, 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 yeah.
please
Hmm.
go, you know? Like, it's not just, oh, I can have my alone time, but it's like, you know what I mean? Like, go, because it's
Mm,
healthy, man.
it is, yes.
Yeah, it's healthy. I mean, you got the girls gotta get together. You gotta spill the tea or whatever. You know, gotta gossip, gotta do your girl things, you know, and do your girl men thing, whatever the fuck, you know. Just hang out with
Yeah.
your friends, like hang out with guys if you want to. We actually talked about this not before. I don't care if you like hang out with guy friends. Like, I don't really give a shit, but um, it's different if it's like, oh, the guy is like taking her out on a date, then that's yeah,
Mhm.
fuck off, you know. But cool. But yeah, I think that's interesting. It's an interesting topic for sure. Um, I'm trying to think. There was something else that we talked about was really interesting. We were talking about dating. We were talking about the hot and cold roller coaster one.
Oh
Both
yeah.
ladies, both ladies
Seem to have
agreed that they were right. They were like attracted to that in some way,
in
right?
the beginning, and then
In the
as they got,
beginning, yeah,
and then as they had a couple of those relationships, then
yeah,
they're like, oh wait, no.
yeah. And one thing, I mean, I straight up just call our guest out for. I was like, well, do you think that's like a, you know what I mean? Like as you age and
Well, yeah,
experience, you know what I mean?
that's what I mean, right? After you go through
Yeah.
a couple of those relationships, you're older, right? And then you realize, oh, that's yeah, the dopamine hit is higher, but you know, it's just more like manipulation at that point.
Well, do you think there's an argument to say that it's like that is just a natural process though, right? Because like humans will
No,
crave for
no, no, no,
dopamines
no,
and
no, no,
stuff.
no, no,
You know
no,
what I
no.
mean?
Mm-mm.
Like,
Guys and girls who do that know exactly what they're doing.
yeah.
They're stringing them along just enough, and then just as they feel like they're losing their grip, they give them a little carrot, you know? They give them a little
Mm,
reward. Like
yeah.
here's a little of attention. Pay more,
Yeah.
right? And
Oh no,
then
no, no. I mean, yeah, I know that. I know the person who's doing it, of course, is, you know, but what I'm saying is like, isn't it natural for people to they're not gonna learn until they've experienced it, right? That they until they experience it, they wouldn't know that's not what they want, right?
I mean, sure, I mean, no one knows they don't want to be slapped in the face until they get slapped in the face. Right? I
No,
mean,
I
it's
mean,
just like until you get
no,
experience getting
that's
slapped
a
in the
pretty
face
that's a
for the
pretty
first
straightforward
time.
one though. The slap in
I
the
mean,
face,
how
that's a
would you
pretty
know? Because you don't know what it feels like, right? Like,
yeah. But I think that's like I think it's for relation. I mean, you and I have both experienced those, right?
Mhm.
And I think both of the guests had talked about they experienced those. I guess my point is that like if a person, right? Like it's so rare to meet somebody who was like, I got into one relationship and that's it. And then that was like the healthiest
Right,
relationship
right.
ever. And they just went up, you know what I mean?
Hmm. I know a
And
couple
it,
of people like that, you
yeah,
know.
it's very rare. Um,
Mhm.
and like you said, those are the ones that are just the most boring one. It's just like, oh, there's nothing, you know, you
I
know
don't
exactly
think,
what you
you
want.
know, it sounds romantic, but I think relationships like that, like one and done, they're a coin flip, right? It can either go 50, like, heads is a really good relationship, or tails is just the first relationship, and they just want to stick through it, but it's just a train wreck.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like I feel like okay, my thoughts on this is I don't know if a person could truly have a like wanted like I don't know how I feel like you need life experience, I guess.
Well, yeah. So like, look, like I said, I'll bring up the same thing. You don't know that you don't want to be slapped until you get slapped for like, or you don't know you want.
That's a terrible example, man. Everybody
No, I
knows
mean
they don't want to
you
get
don't
slapped.
no, but you don't know that some people like getting slapped, but
Speak for
or
yourself, my man.
or like you don't know you like vanilla ice cream until you taste vanilla ice cream. So
Mm,
it's like just I guess my advice to some 18-year-old people out there is like don't get into any serious relationships until you're like mid 20s.
yeah,
Like it's a hot take, right? Um,
yeah.
I mean, get into relationships, but know that they're all going to be shitty and they're probably not going to be that great until
That's also so we were talking about serious relationship as in like just exclusive, or like you're talking about like, hey, we're talking about future. Because okay, here's an interesting one, right? To me, every relationship you get into should be a quote unquote serious relationship in a sense of like if you're committed to a monogamous relationship,
Mhm.
right? Isn't the whole point of it is to try to get that to a longer term partnership, right?
Right.
So to me, every relationship you get it, otherwise you're just dating, right? If
I
I'm in like
think
a
as a
exclusive
younger, I
relationship,
think as a younger 18 something, you should just be out there dating.
but
Hot take.
exclusively or just
No.
non-exclusive, yeah, just be a hoe, just get
Like
out there,
no, because then you get into your 20s, your young 20s, knowing
yeah.
exactly what the fuck you want out of a relationship versus, wasting the best years of your life trying to figure it out.
So, so you would, so your method, right,
And I don't
would,
mean just to go out there to sleep around, like to date around and see, oh, this person has XYZ qualities. I
yeah,
like those. That person was doing that. I don't like that that much, you know.
yeah, yeah. I know.
And
Removing sex from the equation, although it is
yeah,
an important part, but
and it's just a fact of just, I guess the engineer in me says efficiency, right? Because if I mean, just like if we can, you know, stress test it,
yeah,
iteration tests, just be like,
it,
like I like this and that and a partner. This and that doesn't turn me on so much. So I want a partner that exhibits these traits. And then once you get, a ballpark of what you want, then you start doing monogamous relationship.
yeah, um,
This is not me just going around telling everyone to be a hoe, okay? This is
yeah.
me going
It's
around.
funny because like my take is like I think, and this is funny because I don't know if this is more traditional or whatever, but like for me, like if you're dating somebody, right? If you're dating, like, all right, it's fine if it's like, all right, like after, okay, if you still don't know if you want to try to get into a relationship, aka like exclusive relationship,
Right.
by like third, fourth date,
Yeah.
that person is probably not gonna go. You know what I mean?
That's what I
Like
mean
in
by
my
just
opinion.
keep dating. And like I don't find like I think at a young age, just monogamous dating is not the way to do it. I could say don't sleep with any of them, right? Just take sex
Hmm.
out of the equation. But I
Hmm.
think you should be dating several people at a time when you're young, because you're gonna thank yourself when you're in your mid 20s. It's like
Yeah.
you know how
Well,
to
yeah.
spot all the red flags.
Well,
You
that
know,
part I agree. Yeah. But here's the problem though, right? Sex is a big part of a serious relationship, right? So, like both men and women, I think. So, I think the question is for the guys,
I
for
mean,
us, I mean,
just
because we're guys, right? Like, what is your take on like when is the where is the line? You know what I mean?
I mean, everyone has a different line as long as you're transparent, be like, hey, yeah, this is going to be a real hard to be saying at 18, but like, hey,
Yeah.
you aren't the only girl that I'm dating.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Right?
yeah.
You have to have
But
a very strong sense of maturity at 18 that most people won't have at 18 to say that. Um,
the reality is the girl is likely to seem way more.
I mean, that's not
That's
even
likely
fair. I
reality.
mean, we'll see. I mean, but I'm just saying,
Yeah.
if you can start being transparent at a very young age, at 18, which is, I
Yeah.
guess, I think it's going to be a lot better for you and your partner going forward. And
Well, and I
even if
also
you,
think it raises your value, perceived
exactly,
value at
right.
least.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's my hot take. Just
Hmm.
be a serial dater when you're young.
Yeah.
Monogamy
Yeah.
shouldn't be a thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's not for that is not for the purpose of just trying to sleep with a lot of people. It is for the purpose of defining your boundaries, defining the traits that you want in a partner, and then
Yeah.
being able to spot the dangerous ones going forward.
But that's for real though, right? Like as a dude, right?
I mean, sure. Like, listen, even when I
All
was
right,
young,
don't tell me that wasn't like you know what I mean? Like don't bullshit me. Like, oh no, no, I didn't care about you know what I mean? Like every guy, right?
well,
That's like
I had an interesting conversation with someone.
mm-hmm,
Um, when a guy is younger,
mm-hmm,
they they find self-worth in how many women they can sleep with.
mm-hmm,
But that as they get older, that kind of they find other things to find value. But
mm-hmm,
there's an argument to be said that as the woman gets older, they find value in how many like high value men that they can sleep with,
mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah, I can see that.
I don't know if that's the truth. I just had a conversation with someone about it.
A man or woman?
Uh, oh man.
Bah, you didn't have a conversation with a woman about that though.
No,
You know,
but
we should. That's a good one. We should ask next time.
yeah,
Like, do you
because
think as you
like it's
age,
in
like,
yeah, as you age, men finds less value in like their sexual conquest or whatever. But as a woman ages, they might find more like pleasure in, sexual conquest.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense because I mean, okay, I feel like it's like I don't know what that law is, but right, like because when you're younger as a man, right, sex is less available to you in a sense
Mhm.
of like it's harder
Well,
for you to,
yeah, sure.
right, and it's like for the woman it's the opposite, right? Like
Mhm.
if you're a woman in your 20s, like fucking
Always.
free for all,
Mhm.
right? Like if you want to have, if you make yourself available
Right.
anytime, any day, right? But as you age, right, it becomes less and less. So I can totally see how
I
that is
mean,
becoming more
I
valuable
mean, it's
and vice versa for
statistically
guys,
just
I guess.
statistics. Can't speak today, but just statistically speaking, I mean, there's plenty of surveys done. We can look them up, but no matter what age the man is, they always find like the optimal attractiveness, like physical attractiveness of a woman around like mid 20s.
Hmm.
I mean, look at Leonardo DiCaprio. He's always he's getting older and older, and he always sticks at around the
Yeah.
25 to 27 age, right?
Yeah. Do
He never
you do
goes
you do
past that.
you do you find that more attractive?
What's that?
Women in the 20s?
I mean, that's just our lizard brains, right? We're just
Yeah.
like, look at the new shiny thing. Like we always want the new car, we always want the new technology.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that, you know, we're gonna pull a Leonardo DiCaprio and keep
Yeah.
uh keep ditching our partner for the new model, right? I don't know. I
Yeah.
sound pretty
Well,
crass, but
maybe I'm the minority. I mean, like, okay, don't get me wrong. Of course, I think like,
but that's just
typically
purely
physically probably more
physically,
attractive. Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Physically attractive. But they could all be doorknobs for all I care,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
intellectually speaking.
yeah, but I but I think a woman truly cannot be. I say this all the time. I feel like I don't think a woman can actually even be like sexy until you're like at least 30. I feel like sexiness is not just a physical thing. You know what I mean? It's like the maturity, it's like the way you carry yourself, right? In the 20s, you could be hot, right? Physically, like attractive. There might be some ladies who are in the 20s and they're like been through some shit, seen through some shit experience, you know,
Well,
they can be, in my opinion, that's just my
I
personal,
see this because my friends and I had this conversation just the other day, different group. Um, like a woman in her 20s, like fit, attractive, it's easier to do, right? Because of metabolism. But if you see a woman in her
Mm,
like mid 30s, like, and she's just as fit, as someone in their 20s. Now that's a attractive trait because they have to work harder to
yeah.
achieve that level of physique, you know?
You can say the same for men though,
Yeah.
right?
hmm
Yeah.
But I think just how men and women just think of what is attractive, men put more significance in the aesthetics.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes, because we're more lizardy
Yes,
in the
we're more
beginning.
lizard brain. We're just more.
Yeah. Well, so, okay, here's an interesting one. Here's an interesting one. I mean, yes, I don't know. I was just about to say we're both in a, we're both in a committed relationship. Does your, does your does it bother your partner if there's a hot chick just walk by and then you just like, it's like you just look because you just look,
I mean, it's
not
just
like
the thing. I
fucking
think it's
stare.
just,
It's normal, right?
yeah, I mean, I think it's just normal. It doesn't mean I'm gonna go, uh, like, oh, just,
Ask for numbers,
yeah,
whatever.
exactly, right? It's
Yeah, yeah,
just,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, oh, just like it's a good-looking person. Just like I'm not gonna get upset if my partner looks at somebody, right?
Yeah. No, same
Right.
for me. Yeah.
I'm just like, I'll be like, oh
I don't care
yeah,
if,
I'll be like, yeah, that guy's dressed well. He looks, damn, he looks more ripped than I am. It's like,
yeah, yeah. But I mean, there are people who are not okay with that, you know? I mean,
well,
I'm
that
like,
all
well,
just deals with insecurity.
yeah, I think that's just insecurity, but, yeah, yep, yep, yep. What's in the topic to, um, to talk about? Let's see here. Uh, oh, we talked about that streamer last time. I don't remember
Which
if
one?
we did a follow-up. That streamer and then the girl was like, I need to discover myself after going through cancer and shit.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You know
Yeah,
what I was thinking more about that, and this is all just speculation again, right?
yeah.
But I think she wanted her, because he helped her um platform grow, right? Because he was the bigger
Hmm.
streamer, right? And then he helped her build her streaming presence. But I think, and sad to say, if you're a female streamer and you're in a relationship, you're just not going to get the views.
You'll get significantly less likely. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, in general, yeah.
right. And
There will still be
so,
people who there'll still be
right, right. But
sims
I
out there.
mean, look at what was that one famous streamer, Amaranth?
Yeah.
Like for the longest time, she hid that she was married,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And and
Has her
so
viewership dropped?
I don't know. I don't keep in track of it. I just
Yeah.
know that there was some drama with that, but
Yeah. And she's married
um
to an Asian dude too, right?
maybe, I don't know.
I think so. There's two streamers that I know that are like really big, very attractive, a lot of guys thirsting after, and both of them are married to an Asian dude, and it's like the internet just went to shit. Like you can look it up. I forgot the other one's name.
But it's almost
Lisa something. Lisa something.
hmm, but it's
Yeah.
almost like a detriment for them to be in a relationship because that cuts into their viewership so much.
Yeah.
And so I
Um,
think my speculation is she wanted to grow her platform and she needed to cut ties with any kind of significant other to
yeah.
have that happen. I don't
Or
know.
it could just
I
be
don't know.
rage baiting. Maybe they're just baiting. Who knows? But before I saw yeah, so those two, the streamer I was talking about, there is something about that though. Like that for some reason people just get extra, we probably talked about this a long time ago. People get extra like they get so aggroed when they see like non-Asian dating Asian men, they just get so aggroed about it. I'm like, I don't get it, you know? Something I guess I think maybe black dudes too, you know, it's not even racist, man, because like if you're racist, I mean, it is racism in a way, but there's something about Asian guys, they just really just take them the wrong way for some
I don't
reason.
know, like Asians just I think like they're having a
I mean,
big
it's picking up.
like a big resurgence now with
It's
fucking
surgeons now. But I'm
K-pop
telling you,
and
you should look up because I remember when Lisa Peachy, look her up when she
Lisa
first like
Peachy.
released. Yeah, Lisa Peachy.
Don't know.
And when she first released the like the whole fucking like it's pretty much just all like super racist. Like like I mean like it's the same thing as like when people find
Is
like a
it
really hot woman.
racist or is it just them
And
upset that they're in a
oh no
relationship?
no
Like if it
oh
was a black guy, if it was a white guy, would they be like, "Oh, why is
I mean,
she?"
if we don't know, but there was definitely straight up racist stuff that was said. You know, what I
Well,
mean, like actual racial targeting.
we could say racist. I mean, yeah, it could be if they're saying racist things, they're yeah, it's going to be viewed as racist. I guess where I'm going was it is. Are they just trying to get a bigger reaction by saying racist things, or are they truly racist? Because
Don't know.
I think there's a difference, right? Right.
Yeah.
Just to get a big rile out of someone, you can call them really horrible things. Doesn't mean that they hate Asians or they
Oh
hate.
yeah, yeah. No, that I agree, but it's just that the level, like, for example, right? Like it's a classic, right? When you see like a not so attractive man dating a very attractive woman,
Well,
right?
which is
People
why I say
automatically assume,
women don't
right?
put as much emphasis into
Right?
aesthetics as men do.
Yeah, well, and the first thing people say assume is that that guy must be rich, right? Because what else could he possibly provide besides, you know, what I mean, that's what the typical assumption of it, right? But yeah, anyway, it was just interesting that because you were talking about what was her name, and I just remember when I saw that, and then it was like some platform people were just talking about. There's an article talking about like the whenever an Asian male is dating somebody, especially somebody who's a celebrity that is non-Asian.
Mm.
For me, it's like I don't give two shits. I don't care what color you are. You could be fucking purple, green. Just don't be an asshole, right?
Yeah.
So real quick, somebody commented earlier, teenagers have too many hormones for that to happen,
Oh,
but
talking about
nice
my
in theory.
non-monogamous.
Probably, yeah, about your non monogamous. Wait, wouldn't that be easier if you have too much hormonal? I don't know.
I think it's
Um,
just take the sex out of it.
yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Take the sex. Yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah, yeah. Tell your 18-year-old, 18 to
Hey,
25-year-old
you know
self,
what?
hey, hey, man, hey, man, don't think about sex, man.
I'm not going to be naive enough to think like that, right? Like I will, if I become a parent, I'm going to be like, hey, I'm not going to be like, oh, the only way to safe sex is abstinence. It's like, no, that's ridiculous. Just, have the talk, wrap it up or whatever the, you know, technology is when we're 18 years down the line. Of,
Yeah,
there could be a new pill for the man or something,
yeah,
just practice safe sex, wrap it up. Don't
yeah.
get any STDs and we're good.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that talk in 18 years,
Yeah,
bro.
because you know
Damn.
what? You know what? Like the more you try to restrict it, the more they're going to try to do it.
Oh yeah, of course. Of
So
course.
so like
Yeah. Yeah, I will tell you though, like it's gonna be, I mean, I don't know how I'm gonna deal with it, but I'll figure it out. But like, I mean, with the technology and shit nowadays, like the access to
yeah,
fucking,
yeah. The only thing I'm going to be adamant about is 18, right? Like no,
yeah,
you're not going to be doing any of that until 18.
yeah. Um, like I'm not even like I don't know when my kid will actually get like a first smartphone device, like
Kindergarten probably.
well, I'm probably no, I mean it would be I'll probably do like as minimal as possible. Like, because
I
really, I
think
mean,
it's,
just a communication device is good,
well,
but
and I think it's good to have like, phone tracking on, right? So you can see them
yeah,
all
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
time.
yeah. But there's
So,
plenty of other stuff that you can do that with.
yeah,
But
but
for sure,
why
access
why
to
why
information.
why have the kid going around with three different devices? Just give him a smartphone, turn on parental controls, turn on phone tracking, and you're good.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see how, how that is. But for sure, no social media for a while. For me, in my opinion. No
Yeah,
social
social.
media.
That's hard though. That's tricky.
I know that's tricky, but no social media for a while. Um,
You know, IG has that new
yeah.
kids mode. We heard about that.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I've heard about that actually. Yeah.
And then
But I mean
Zuckerberg's
that's
like it feels like every other month Zuckerberg's getting grilled by like the Senate. Or like,
yeah.
there's a new
Bro.
video of him just like stammering in front of like the panel.
Oh really? Bro, like
Yeah.
this whole fucking I'm still just consuming all the Epstein shit that's going on, bro. Like there's just so much, man. It's crazy, dude.
Mm.
It's just the amount of like obscene like power and influence he has just because selective high level powerful people,
Hmm.
can't control their
Well, see, guess what? They probably didn't have multi like they probably at 18 they weren't dating around a lot.
maybe,
They're all just
maybe.
like the simps at 18, not
They're
knowing
all
how to deal with
nerds
women,
and
and then they come into all this money and they're all simpy. They're like, "Oh, let's get a fucking sex island." Yeah, this is what 18-year-olds would have did, right?
yeah, yeah. So that reminds me of there's a comic who says some jokes about like talking about school shooters. Talking about like if you see that guy that hasn't fucked anybody yet, somebody do the service and go
Yeah.
fuck that kid. So he doesn't go out there and start shooting other kids.
I mean,
I
statistically
mean,
speaking, most of those guys are very simpy, right? Or just
yeah,
had very little like success with women. This is probably
yeah.
why there's not that many women's mass shooters because they can have sex whenever they want.
Well, I mean, unfortunately, it's probably true. It's because I mean, it's a very primal thing, man. It is a very primal thing. I mean, humans, what the fuck else? I mean, like, if you all come down to it, right? Like, that's a very primal thing. And yeah, 100%. Um, like, I think it's like all these fucked up people out there in the files, right? It's like they're at a level where like nothing satisfied their dopamine and all that stuff. They need to do like the crazy shit that you can't
Right,
even like
right.
make up.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean the same thing. Like, yeah, I agree. It's likely because like if the funny way to say it is like I was just thinking of a joke. Like if every man just completely cut off access to sex to women for like 5 years. Okay, just like no access to you, right? Well, this is what look. So let's see how many serial killer women there would be.
I
You
mean,
know?
I have this saying that I tell my friends. Um, Sometimes you just have to give up, you have to forego sex to send a message. And
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
and then they're all like, dude, that's hard. That's easier said than done, man.
yeah, 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 yeah. Of course.
But yeah, if we could just get like have this huge social experiment, if we get all the
Yeah,
guys on board, like, hey
yeah,
guys, let's flip the script here.
yeah,
Let's just all of us, be abstinent for
yeah,
1 year. Let's see how that
yeah.
goes.
An invitation to the entire world, the
Let's
men in the
make
entire world.
let's make this movement happen. I don't know. Can we make this movement happen? Like,
Yeah. Every man out there, right, for 1 year, no desire or no sexual encounter with women. Like if you need to rub one out, do it.
yeah,
If you need your boy to rub you out, do it. I'm just
oh,
kidding.
geez.
No, 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 no,
Just
no.
guys,
Whoa, whoa,
call
whoa,
it,
what's
call
wrong with
it,
that?
call it, call it the champagne of victory, right? Just
Yeah, the
rub one
champagne of
out. The
victory. Yeah.
champagne of victory.
But yeah, I mean if there's no access to, you know what I mean? Like I wonder if it would, I mean I still doubt that there would be, but it needs to be long enough. I mean a lot of it has to be like just depravity, you know what I mean? Like it's these guys are so fucked up they need, you know what I mean? And probably a lot of hatred towards something, you know?
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I know guys that have gone till their 30s, until their first relationship, meaning probably
Mm,
until their first, you know, intimacy. and they stuck with that one person just because that person would sleep with them. I'm like,
Mm.
and I'm like, oh boy, you know, you're not getting any attention from females until you're 30, and then suddenly someone, sleeps with you, and then that's one and done, right? I was just like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
ugh. I think that's a bad way to go about, you know,
Yeah.
mm, which is why I think that's what I stick to my statement.
Yeah.
When you're 18, just be a serial dater.
Yeah. The lesson today, Andy says, be a hoe from 18 to 25.
Hey,
So you know what you want.
I think it will really make the world a better place. There's not going to be any of this like, oh, I don't know what I want at like 30.
Yeah.
Right?
Even a woman, men and women
Yeah,
both,
yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. So um let's say there's a woman, right, who just turned 26, right? There's two women. One just turned 26. Or sorry. One had wow, whatever, 10 sexual partners. Okay. And the other one has zero. You're the first guy.
Oh God, I would not want to be with a
The first
no,
guy?
no, no, the first guy. No, no, no.
Interesting. You wouldn't want to date her?
That's for several different reasons, right?
Hmm.
Because um, I just feel like the communication would be off. They
Hmm.
wouldn't really know. Because I think every healthy relationship there is some intimacy, there is sex, right?
Hmm.
So they'll be
Hmm.
missing that aspect of being in a relationship.
Hmm. Hmm.
And B, sex would be horrible. Right? I mean,
Don't know.
I don't know. I don't know either.
Might take time.
I've
Yeah.
never I've never taken anyone's virginity.
Mm, interesting. Interesting. Well, I don't know why you had to say it that way, but it was cool.
Oh, because
It
you
was
asked me. You literally
I know,
asked
no,
me
no.
the
It was
questions
it was
like,
just the way you said it
would
was
you?
so funny. It was like I have never taken it, but it was like I don't even know what the answer to that.
No, no, this is
It's
like I
funny.
haven't. I've never had that
Yeah,
experience, and like
yeah,
I
yeah,
hope,
yeah,
you know, I probably never
yeah,
will.
yeah, 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 yeah. You never know. Anyway, that's a good one to end on, I guess. That Andy wants you to be a hoe, 18 to
No,
25,
just
and don't take somebody's virginity. Yeah, just date.
date.
Serial
Be
dater.
a
Yeah.
serial dater. Your older self will thank you for it, and your 25-year-old partner, whoever you end up, will thank you greatly for it.
Yeah, both men and women.
Hmm.
Yeah, that I agree. Go out there, go on dates, get to know each other,
And
take
don't none
sex
of
out of
that
the
apps
equation.
shit. Take the don't go on serial dating apps wise. Go out there and just meet people in the wild, man.
Yeah. Find somebody you find attractive,
Mhm.
give it a shot. You know? Um, I agree. I agree with that. I agree with that.
All right.
Yeah. Well, we will we will wrap the meat, we'll wrap Andy's meat on that one today. Yeah. That was cool. That was cool. Anything else you want to add?
Oh no, I think that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this was the Hump Date Meets, multiple takes, but we did it. We did it.
New
And yeah,
time. New time, eight
yeah, new
o'clock,
time. We're
guys.
gonna try 8 o'clock chats. This is where just two dudes shooting the shits, checking on each other because dudes don't talk enough. All right, we're
Mhm.
talking about like talking, not just like you.
Right.
What's the score? You
Mhm.
know, did you watch a game, bro?
Yeah.
And we talk. We have conversations like this.
Mhm.
So. All right. Well, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to give it a like, subscribe. My name is Tony Srilla, and this is
Andy Chung. We'll
all
see you all
right.
next week, Wednesday, 8 o'clock Pacific.
See y'all.